Police continue to investigate all of this. A community meeting was held to talk about preventing gun violence. People from neighborhoods in both Champaign and Urbana joined the conversation. WCIA3's Jennifer Jensen was at that meeting. She joins us now live in Champaign. So Jennifer, what came out of tonight's discussion?
Jessica, people who live in both cities, as well as school leaders, police, and many more, like you said, joined in on that conversation tonight. And during those 2 hours, they pinpointed specific proactive ways that both of the cities and communities can join together to create ideas to help people avoid turning to gun violence.
It doesn't make sense for, y'all to have these guns and, taking our kids' lives.
Yvonne Johnson knows the agony that comes after a deadly shooting. Her 16-year-old son, David Sankey, was killed, shot in the head outside his home last year.
For a person that picks up a gun, that is a coward way out. A real person, a human. You don't kill another human.
There have been 97 shooting incidents in Champaign so far this year and 31 in Urbana. People are dying because of the gun violence.
How do we keep our neighborhoods safe?
That's the question those who showed up to this neighborhood safety meeting are actively trying to answer.
With all of our shootings and things like that, we're just reacting to those. Now we're trying to find solutions to have a long-term goal of ending this.
At each table, people from both Champaign and Urbana shared ideas like creating more community gatherings and forming more groups to help build trust, connections, and relationships with people who may get involved in gun violence. Another suggestion was creating more jobs, especially for those previously incarcerated, to avoid starting or returning to violence. One of the other main concerns revolved around how this affects young people.
I am so afraid for these kids, because it's, the gun violence is getting worse and worse. And I just want these kids to understand, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get killed or you're going to go to jail. When you shoot a gun, you got to know it's consequences behind that.
At the end of the night, people also brought up the importance of doing more to address youth trauma through mentorship and supporting them with more fulfilling ways to live their lives. This group will be doing more community safety meetings just like this one that happened tonight. They will be switching between different neighborhoods in both Champaign and Urbana, but the next location and date has not been set yet. Live in Champaign, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Jennifer, thank you.